This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of St. Louis taking on the Bisons of Houston. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Oh, his first throw in his playoff matchup is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get that complete to Alberto. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Panther Street. Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll drop to throw, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Panther 11.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Now Brown. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the St. Louis 1st down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Oh.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam now. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now for Murray. And that's Elliott, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Hey, check that. Street. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
19 Lions.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check smash, check smash. Roll, roll, roll.
And going right back to Walker. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Check, 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 check. Ready.
Running left is Walker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Murray looking to change the play here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Throwing again, Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it before we came up to the booth. Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline.
And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Come on.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Three.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, Rig. Go. Rig.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Go.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. Touchdown!
Kenneth Walker.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bisons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Golden Eagles, nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
He's got a man, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray. That one complete to Elliott.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 8.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw, it's Murray.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24.
Golden Eagles, nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Murray. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Golden
Murray
Eagles.
now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Murray again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Up the middle, here's Walker. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Tunyon, 34 yards. And the Bisons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
To throw is Murray.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Play fake. Murray.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Here's Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed 1 bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
First down, Golden Eagles.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Murray now. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. Now look out. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Murray. He gets this to Thornton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they're going to speed things up here. 1st down, Murray. And it's caught. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Murray on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Golden Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Next to score, Bisons 31, Golden Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's a gain of 8.
They run again with Walker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Broken tackle. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On play action, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And they're moving on.